Okay, this is my first ever podcast, so yeah. Hello, everyone. I don't know how to work podcasts, to be honest. I usually just listen to some random BS podcast, okay? But today, we have a topic to talk about. A friend of mine who lives in Australia said is that there's something called Tim Tams. I live in Canada, and I only have heard about Tim Hortons. So who copied who? Genuinely, who copied who on that type of thing? Tim Tams or Tim Hortons? Like, think about it genuinely. Tim Tams are, I don't know what the frick they are, but they sound something very, very interesting. Because Tim Tams sound, oh wow, they sound like something like Timbits. They sound like Timbits, okay? It just sounds like Timbits, which can really make things harder for me to understand. So is it like a treat or is it a pastry? Like genuinely, talking about that, we gotta talk about this podcast. Okay, this podcast is very interesting side hustle I am doing besides streaming and all that other stuff. If I don't have enough time to record a video, besides this, I am going to make a podcast. This thing is where I bring in a bunch of people. We talk about some random shit. Like genuinely, I have nothing to. I have just gonna bring off the top of my head. We're gonna talk about uh, mothers, like not not the bad way, but in a way that we're gonna have to talk about this in our way. Okay, let me run you down. Everyone says in the scenarios, get the women and children out of here. Why do they focus on the women and children? They focus on the elderly as well sometimes, but never the people, like the guys. What if the mother wants to stay back and fight them because they may be like a tomboy wife who wants to stay back and fight and when and the opposite, the husband wants to go ahead and take care of the kids. We they gotta be taken account for this, like chat. We cannot let this happen. Like I'm telling you, I'm not saying oh they should do that. No, it's just I'm giving up my personal opinion. Anyone don't just you should mostly prioritize the children. And I get it, the the women can help ever since, but sometimes there's a sometimes they can also fight back. Okay, we can, for example, a zombie apocalypse. They say get the women and children fight back until I want to see a woman to say no, I'm staying back, and let her be fighting the thing like genuinely fighting back, like throwing hands, genuine hands that no one can comprehend. Okay, the hands of a person who cannot even handle any who can handle many things. Okay, imagine this. She says, "Fight back, fight back, bitch, fight back." You cannot tell me that that doesn't sound cool. Okay, imagine they say, "Get the women and children out of here," and the guy just dies and gets headshotted, and then the lady comes up and says, "I can." You say, "Get the women and children out of here." I can fight back, and she starts going ham and beating all the zombies. Like genuinely, think about it. Think about it. That sounds like something that a cool badass would do. And then they jump off with a motorcycle and with a motorcycle. What the frick is this imagination? But genuinely, we gotta also talk about many other news that I've gotten. That we got the podcast, we got the streams, we got everything, and why does why does a washer have to wash? People say dishwashers, but some dishwashers don't even do wash dishes. They sometimes dry or even hold dishes. I bet the dishwasher you have in your thing is barely used, and it because it makes things dirty, not cleans them. And I bet your room is messy. Yeah, I know. I know you may be listening to this at school or at home or even on the shit that you can't fucking say that because of that, but genuinely understand. Pat yourself in the back because all people are good. All people are good, okay? Second, we have to criticize some companies to get some of that retention, okay? That good kush, okay? What's the problem with Nintendo, okay? Their consoles. Absolute heat. You cannot lie. I'm holding my Switch right now in my hand. It's the best thing I've ever bought. My mom ever bought for me for my gift. But who the flip genuinely thought, oh, this thing is good. We should charge like $1,000 for it. Yeah, you could make it cheaper. The better thing is, if you make it cheaper, sales will go up. The high demand will go up. Your market will go up if you make it cheaper. People really like these things. Affordable families could actually get this thing, and they say, alright, lower the prices for all the Switches to make them equal, and then it will be quantity. Yeah, you could get. It's better to get a streamline instead of getting a burst of them, okay? Because only time when people are generally going out to buy Switches is in gaming season, and gaming season is when like everyone's on holiday. Summer is gaming season, okay, chat? We have to understand. Summer is gaming season, not a normal. Okay, wow, wow. It's not. It's shocking. It's shocking that that everything. And talking about things, we gotta have to talk about my laptop, aka the thing that I'm using to record this whole podcast. This thing is from 2008. Do you know the problem with 2008 computers? Holy, they're ass, okay? They're absolutely ass. Understand, it's horrible. It's so bad that even I think this is going to be the most worst thing I've ever got. This thing is a hand-me-down, and I can't lie, I'm getting tired of it. I'm only been able to use like many other things. One, this thing is like the weirdest thing I've ever had. I had to put on some ears to put this anger to make this even more sense because gosh dang, understand, I am mad and pissed. All of this is makes more sense, okay? Understand, this thing is not even functionable. It's a functionable laptop. I sound like that one Asian dude who says everything is functionable because I have a functionable laptop. I have a function. Okay, first off, first off, having glasses is good. Okay, having glasses helps me. But why the frick, when you accidentally have a temper tantrum and forget your glasses are on the floor, you can break them? Yeah, everyone has cases. Yeah, everyone has custom cases. I lost mine, and I don't have, and everyone cannot get a custom case. Custom stuff costs money. Custom stuff are cool. Custom stuff, well, I like it. I recommend you to get your own custom stuff, not like me who has like a literal model which is not even custom. Because I'm literally a Valorant character that when I've never even played Valorant. Funny, yeah. Funny fun fact. This thing I never played Valorant. I only played Valorant a couple times and never went back. Okay? I just liked Omen because he's cool, okay? I just like him because of his cool aesthetic, how cool he is. I do not get his association with cats. Is there even lore in Valorant? Can someone tell me? Is there lore in Valorant? No. What? We have to talk about about the children. Having kids is like having one kid is like going for a Pacific route. You're gonna have to focus on them, make them do everything. I know, man. You know, no. What's up? Hmm? Hmm? Imagine the shock when you're talking about kids, okay? Kids, when you have one kid, it's like going down a specific route. You want them to succeed, I get it. But also, you want to get your reward afterwards. You see, if you raise your child right, okay, that's the problem. Raising them right. If you raise them right, they'll give you shit. But if you don't, for example, bad parenting, you will not get anything. And thinking that you're obliged to get something from good from being like a horrible parent, forcing them to do something that they don't like, you will not getting anything, okay? For example, let me give you this. Your son wants to be an artist, okay? They want to do it perfectly. They want to do it right. They also what you're gonna do? A, become supportive. Say, okay, you can do your art dreams and all that other stuff. B, force them to do a job like become a lawyer. Or C, hide yourself and hide yourself and do not know how to comprehend with it. You see, some parents pick A, some parents pick B, and some parents pick C because some parents do not know how to be parents. Okay, we parents are one of the most greatest things. Okay, they get their parenting skills from their family. And sometimes that's how it works. You see, my mom is when I was born. I'm the eldest of three of two, and when I was born, my grandma had lived with my mom for a couple months to show her how to take care of me and the rest of us. For example, when I was born, I had not known how to do how she didn't know how to take care of me. My grandma had literally, it's in our culture for them, the grandmother, to stay with them with the newborn baby or a mother for a month, who is like genuine, like who is the genuine mother will stay with the with the with the daughter or or son who had just gotten a baby, and will teach them how to take care of that baby. And they can only do it to the firstborn. You see, once you do it once, you adapt, okay? You adapt to all your scenarios. Once you finally have your first kid, you can adapt to your second kid and to your third kid. As I said, I am an oldest of two, and I'm the youngest of three. Okay, of three. So I kinda have to have six siblings, but technically I have seven. But we don't talk about that, not family. So you have to understand, parents don't magically know how it works. Okay, parents don't magically know how we live, they don't know how children work straight from the get go. They have to understand habits. They watch you more than your friends watch you. Okay, and I know that's to some parents. And I was mentioning how my family does things. Many other families sometimes don't even care about kids. Some parents just have kids because they just want to have children to have free excuses. Some people have kids for them to sell. Some people have kids to do something. And I recommend you do not do anything wrong. And having kids is okay. If you don't want to have them, it's okay. It's not like no one's forcing you, and it's okay. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it's okay. Okay. Kids are a lot. I literally have lived with two kids and raised many kids. I've taken care of many kids myself. Even though I'm 15, I have taken care of them, and and they are already a handful of them to myself. I don't know how much the parents have to do with it. Crying, late feedings, and everything. And I get why some people do not want to have kids. I'm just saying, they can be hyper. Some people want to be calm. But the thing is, it's also scary to everyone. So if you're trying to make your family but the thing is, raising them is it's like going through routes. Okay. If you have the more kids you have, the more routes that they can alter. if you don't force them to go the same path. For example, one kid could be the most. If you have favoritism, it's more of a downfall to your children and you. You you make them feel isolated. One of your kids to be isolated. That kid could be the one who can become the CEO, or could be the one who can become the most highest ranking person in the world, like a great streamer. And you come up to them and ask them for money, it's kind of makes it feel more shitty because you expect them to compensate for because they indulge you. It does. If set that grudge aside, okay? Think about the kid as well. They want to feel loved, and if you don't try and cut them out of their life because of some circumstances, you have put them under your care. They're under your care, which means they're your responsibility. And I'm not telling you to take responsibility of some kids. I want you to take because you've accepted it, or they've given to you by your hand, and you can't do anything about it. Just understand and take care. Take care of them, and make sure, because in the end it's going to become a great route. The routes that you can do for you to have the best route is they become successful and give you money. They can become successful and give you gifts. They can become great and they can give you something in return. But the people who don't treat their kids right and expect them to have privilege is not how you being overprotective is okay, but being also not worrying about the kid itself is also bad. Try and be active in their lives, but also try not to be inactive. Taking your time out is okay. Taking her time out and coming back with not caring about the kid and asking about their day. If you're having a kid or a family member who's a child, call them. Ask them, how was your day, okay? Generally, that will make their day a bit more better. They can tell you about it. Listen, don't judge, okay? If you want to make it understandable and relatable, give out your own responses. If you're feeling you're not far with your family, it's okay. If you're not close with your family, it's okay. You don't need to call them. You just don't need to talk to them. You just need to take your time, and life will get better. I'm just giving out my ideas. This is my random podcast, so of course, I mention my own personal opinions and my own shit, whatever I want to say about. I've been recording for 19 minutes right now, and I'm kind of going crazy. Crazy as in I may go insane because I talk to myself a lot. But even though I'm on camera, I speak to a lot. We have stories and we have people. Take your time, okay? Make whatever you want to make. Follow your dreams and don't tell someone about it. And also, we have to talk. We're going back to Tim Tams. What the fuck do you mean Tim Tams are good, okay? I'm gonna Google what the frick Tim Tams are. Hold up. What the frick are Tim Tams? Hold up. Hey, hold up. Let me just use Gemini. Okay. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. What are Tim Tams? Okay, what?
Tim Tams are popular Australian chocolate biscuits. They consist of 2 layers of malted biscuit separated by a light chocolate cream filling, all coated in a thin layer of textured chocolate.
Thank you, Google. Okay, so that makes more sense. Now I know what they are. It just sounds like Tim Hortons, but something. But now I'm no longer criticizing it. That sounds kind of busted. Can't lie. I would take a biscuit as well, because gosh dang, I now want biscuit. Talking about biscuits, sugar biscuits are good, okay? Yeah, they're good and they may be having high sugar with the sprinkles, but my guy, it's good. You don't know. Like, because, oh my god, I love eating sugar cookies. Talking about sugar cookies, we have to talk about specifically many other sugar cookies, okay? Sugar cookies sometimes have the best taste in them. They taste delicious. I can't lie. I would genuinely eat a sugar cookie every day, okay? But they kind of have a lot of sugar. That's the state in the name. I would take one sugar cookie per day, then go to the gym to burn off that sugar. But I also like taking tea. Tea is good, okay? Whoever takes tea on a daily, like me or my family, I recommend you enjoy. I recommend you guys enjoy having sugar, having that because gosh dang, it's fun to have like 2 sugar cookies and have a sugar cookie as a day. If you've worked out, okay, let's talk about this. And no, I'm not. To be honest, I'm talking about this topic because I also used to be fat. So anyone who says, "Oh, he's just being fat phobic," no, I've been fat before. If you're eating a cookie every day and not going out to work it to burn it off, for one example A, going out to eat sugar, going out to generally eat a 10-pound turkey without thinking about this might be bad for my health is kinda a lot, okay? Yeah, I get that you're hungry, but you don't need to be eating all that. It kind of makes you feel a bit less, okay? You're eating so much food and causing yourself a lot of problems, okay? Because the more you eat, the more you cause problems to your heart, your cholesterol, your everything. I love eating. I used to be the most pudgy. I was called fat. And I did not care until I realized I was about to get hit that big old stomach. I started having heaviness. I started wheezing. I started even having struggle like breathing properly. And I had to take a chill and actually think about what the frick I'm gonna do. My family told me I should try and take my time and see what I can do about it, and I was actually like listening to them. I actually listened to my family. They had lots of valid things to say about, oh, I should take my time, not eating so much, because the more you eat, the more it can cause heart problems. The more I can literally become as fat as Big Back Lizzo, and I'm not. And I repeat, I do not want to become Big Back Lizzo. She's the most imagine becoming that type of woman. Even that weight. Look at her weight. It's so bad. I know that I don't know if it's around, but I'm just saying, my heart will instantly die. Okay, I'm very sustainable to many things, so if anything bad happens to me, I am instantly gone. So yeah. Well, that's like the whole of the podcast. I was rambling for a bit. Drop down what I should talk about next time in the and this is gonna be on Spotify and maybe SoundCloud. I don't know. I'm gonna send this to my friends, see what you guys say, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube and also on Twitch, because we are streaming actively on Momo 56, and also go and sub to Shay Momo on YouTube, because that's me. Thank you, everyone. Thanks again. Come back once you guys enjoy, and have a lovely day.